Oh, you talk about Mal Reilly, you talk about toughness, those two just go together.
Yeah, what Malcolm Reilly, wow, what an absolute legend.
He was the toughest man I've come across.
Such a leader.
He couldn't be more fondly thought of in Newcastle, and such a great coach and passionate man.
Think of all the players that I've played with and against, none of them compare.
Some of my earliest memories were actually, watching him, punch Steve Crow's lights out in the gym, and there's been footage of that.
I sort of threw a half little jab at Mal, and he's just unleashed on me. So it was on. We only went for about 2 minutes, but we were flailing the leather as hard as we could. The boys thought it was the funniest thing in the world, and as did the local journalists.
Clearly it was a different game back then, and rules were a little bit more lax, and just the passion and hesitate to say it, that violence almost sometimes that was played, the spirit that the game was played in back then. It was confronting.
Mal instilled a great deal of passion and desire and accountability in this team.
He was the ultimate competitor, even in his 50s when he was here.
That rubbed off on his players, and we wanted to follow him, wanted to do what he did.
His feats on the field at Manly were just amazing, and then he came up here as coach, and when Newcastle, their maiden grand final in '97.
And the thing that comes to mind with the Malcolm Reilly Trophy is just how tough a competition it was between Newcastle and Manly.
I was there the night that Chief and Spud Carroll went at it, and it was. I just remember sitting there. Chief was one of my favourite players, and I just you were riding every hit, every collision.
Chief just obviously didn't like what Manly were about.
He knocked himself out, but that was the passion that he showed, and that's how Manly Newcastle games are. There's that little bit of extra spice. And
they were the Silvertails from Northern Beaches. We were the working class boys from Newcastle. So you can see the story just built and built and built.
Malcolm's got a great history at Manly. We feel that he's got a better history here.
He's one of the great English players to come across here, and had so much effect on both Manly and both Newcastle.